Dire Docks. Boom. Lots and lots of water. Dangerous enemies. And YouTube's coffee strike. Hey everyone, what's up? Wiimike here. Today I decided to do a little different video. I told you guys I would explain. Oh my gosh, that was close. Explain to you guys something, but I didn't want to do that back in May or whatever when I first said about it. But now, you know, it's over. The Let's Play's over. So I thought I addressed the issue right now since we had time. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about, guys, is I really, like a lot of other YouTubers, I really never thought I'd be making a video about this. And I'm mostly saying this because there's a lot of other YouTubers online that said the same thing, that they never thought they would be having to make a video about Mario like this. So anyway, back when we did Dire Docks, I believe it was episode 16, I uploaded it for you guys, and we, you know, we put it on YouTube and everything. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of where my thought process is at this point. But anyway, yeah, I uploaded Dire Docks episode 16 for you guys, which was the Dire Docks, I should say. And lo and behold, guys, I uploaded it to YouTube. Huh, no sub, okay. Anyway, I uploaded it to YouTube, and surprisingly, I got an email from YouTube, which surprised me, and it was basically saying you have a copyright strike against you. So I thought, you know, no problem. It's, you know, Nintendo's system and YouTube. They probably want to, you know, they probably want to give me a strike because I played Dire Docks, and I think recently they said about they were, how do you want to say, cooling their rules a little bit on their YouTube Let's Play policy a little bit. So I thought, you know, it's cool. Well, maybe, you know, I mean, I don't have monetization on my channel, so, I mean, if Nintendo's coffee striking it, that's fine. You know, what can I do? So I opened that email, and I opened it, and it says we're coffee striking episode 16, which, again, I said was in Dire Docks. However, when I looked at it, it wasn't by Nintendo. It was by a APRA CS, I believe it was. And I'll put it somewhere in my video guides and captions so you guys can get the name and stuff so you guys know who I'm talking about. So I saw that, I thought, well, that don't look like Nintendo. But then I thought, well, maybe it is. So I read on a little bit, or actually I shouldn't say I read on, but somewhere in the email I read that they were coffee striking part of the song from Dire Docks because they wrote it apparently, or composed it. So I thought, okay. So I decided to do some research about this before I went on to anything big, because I thought, well, maybe Nintendo had a small part and stuff, a small music part group or something that helped them with it. I don't know. So I looked up and I found some very interesting things on this group. But surprisingly to my avail, nothing really linking this group to Nintendo. So, I'm just saying this right now, guys. It probably wasn't, but I'm just saying this right now. I did the stupid thing, guys. Well, not really stupid, but I contacted Nintendo through their online chat thing, because I thought, well, I should ask, because I really want to dispute it if it's not Nintendo. But I was taking a gamble because I didn't know if it was Nintendo or not. So I contacted them, and basically they said, this is not us. Well, that's not exactly what they said, but they in other words said, this is not us. So I asked them, does that mean then I have a right to dispute it? Because I thought, if it's not them, if it's not a group that worked with them on the song, can I dispute? They said, yeah, go right ahead. They even gave me a page, more information. I think it was a YouTube page. I can't remember what it was, but they gave me some kind of page on it about it and told me to read it and stuff. So basically, you know, I read it, and that's when I asked them that question, and they said, yeah, go right ahead. So, and I want to thank those people at Nintendo that actually work on their chat at service. They're really friendly. Most of them are really friendly and have been very helpful. So anyway, I did dispute it, and that's one reason why I didn't bring this up to now, because I wanted to see what happened with the dispute. I mean, I won the dispute, but before I did dispute it, I didn't know if it was Nintendo or not. I really didn't, so I didn't want to do anything, because I thought if it was Nintendo, or a group that did work with Nintendo, I thought, well, I really shouldn't be doing anything, because technically it's their song, but it wasn't. So anyway, I did dig up a little bit more on it, since Nintendo told me to go right ahead and file a dispute, and apparently this APRA CS has actually done this to a lot of other YouTubers before. And one of the videos I read on it, this guy was very upset with the group, and apparently he did his own research too, and found out they did the same thing to a lot of other people like they did to him. Because when I watched his video, he said they copy striked part of Dire Docks, because it was in part of his Let's Play, and I think it was of Mario 64 DS, I can't quite remember. But apparently this group is known for this, because when I did a wider YouTube search on it, apparently a lot of other people have had the same problem as well with them. But anyway, I filed the claim. I won, surprisingly. Which, it shouldn't be a surprise, but I do, from some of the stuff I've seen and read online, there are people that have disputed before against fraudulent claims and actually are lost or continued the battle for it. So I don't know what their story was, but I filed a dispute against this group and won. So if I would be making any money, which I'm not, I would be keeping it, but I didn't. But I did it, guys, because I didn't want this group to win. And if they decide to put ads on this video, then they'd be taking money not from me, but more like Nintendo, because even though I'm not making any money on it, Nintendo can if they chose to do the copy strike and not this other group. So to me, I thought, if I'm not getting any money and YouTube and Nintendo's not getting any money, why should I let this fraud group get the money? So yeah, I filed the claim, I filed the dispute, I won. I'm so happy. So I just want you guys to be aware of this group. The group again is APRA_SC, and again, I will have that at different parts of my video showing what the actual name is, so you guys are aware of the name in case if you're not understanding it coming out of my words. But if you guys would get a copy strike against these guys, I would recommend filing a claim. And if you guys really want to be double checked on it, double sure that you can file a claim, I would suggest contacting Nintendo through their online chat support, guys. I know it's kind of a dumb move, because if it don't look like Nintendo and it don't sound like Nintendo, it's probably not Nintendo. But if I was you guys, because I did the same thing, I just wanted to double check and be extra careful to make sure I wasn't filing a dispute against an actual claim owner and not a fraudulent group, which thank goodness mine was against a real fraud group and not the real deal. But yeah, I mean, if you guys get a claim against this group, I would suggest filing it. But if you want to be double careful and triple and, you know, double checking everything, I would suggest talking to Nintendo's chat thing as well, just for double clarity. But anyway, guys, yes, I just wanted to clarify, I won this dispute, but I just wanted to make other people aware of it, because I was not aware of this at all, that this was even a problem, until they filed a claim against me, and I did my research and found out this is actually a problem. So if you guys have the same problem I do now or in the future, I would recommend, guys, filing a claim, because it's very important. Because if it isn't Nintendo and you're positive it's not Nintendo, I would file a dispute. But if you want to double check, I would contact Nintendo. But yeah, I just want you guys to be aware of this as well, because I was not aware of it, and I thought I should let you guys be aware of it, because if anyone else has the same trouble in the future or at the present, I think the more we talk about it, the more people will become aware of it. So if you or anyone you know that's on YouTube had this problem, guys, please consider telling them to either watch this video or watch other people's videos on YouTube about this group, because I would recommend strongly doing it, because it always helps to know and do some research about this group before you file a dispute, or before you let this dispute or claim stick and end up costing you on your channel. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for listening. I just wanted to spread this message to others because, like myself, I was not aware of it, and I thought the more people that are aware of it, if I spread it, the more people become aware of it, maybe, and the more we become aware of it, the more it's known then out in the YouTube community. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for listening to this. Again, I never thought I had to make this video, but I just thought it better because other people are doing it, and I thought it's better if another person on YouTube spreads the message, because obviously the more we spread this message, the more people become aware of it, and maybe the less likely this group will make these claims, and maybe the more Nintendo is aware of it, maybe the more they will actually get involved and try to stop the group from making all these false claims. I don't know, that's just my guess. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you guys next week with another video. Until then, guys, see ya.